Welcome to the Brown Carpet Podcast, where each episode we take a weird real news story and together we twist it into an even weirder film.
We do it live, and we stream it on Facebook so the people at home can join in and make suggestions for the film's title, tagline, casting, soundtrack and story.
And at the end, we make a movie poster for the B-grade masterpiece, We Cook Up.
You can see all the movie posters we've made in the Brown Lit section of our website,
www.thebrowncarpetpod.com.
We also got a sweet-ass merch page on there, so you can pick up a t-shirt, phone case, or throw pillow emblazoned with the BCP logo.
You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher or Spotify, and if you're listening to this, you could be watching all the episodes on our YouTube channel.
Just search for the Brown Carpet Podcast and you can see Corey's pretty little beady face.
If you've got a suggestion of a weird, funny headline you'd like us to turn into champagne cinema, hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or email us at thebrowncarpetpod@gmail.com.
And now, let's get to the show.
Yeah.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted headwards like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice.
Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
Shut up. No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Sitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Brown Carpet Podcast.
Welcome to episode 39 of the Brown Carpet Podcast. And this is a very special podcast. And why is that, Josh? Josh, throwing to you in New York.
Corey, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Josh, are you there?
Yes, coming in loud and clear, mate. How are you going?
I'm going well. For those who didn't listen to our last episode, Joshua has decided to abandon the country from which birthed him. Oh, did it birth you, Josh? You were born here? You're South African, right?
First of all, how dare you? Yes, I am 100% Australian, mate. Always with the South African thing. Such hate.
Joshua was born shortly after the Boer War by a Dutch farmer. A Dutch farmer as he fought off the natives, as he called them.
Mate, I was born in Paddington, all right? Can you just lay off for 2 seconds?
Were you really?
I was.
Were you born in Paddington?
Yeah, Paddington.
I knew you were an I knew you were an eastern suburb snob. I knew it.
Mate, it was a
deep
much
down.
rougher place back then.
Posing as an inner Western hippie, you are. That's hilarious.
Gosh.
But seriously, Joshua, if you didn't listen to the last episode, Joshua recently last year won the green card lottery. So he's weaseled his way into the US.
Yep.
Under the wall, in plain sight.
It's a barrier, mate. It's not a wall, it's a barrier. All right? More of a fence.
And he's currently in Queens,
I am.
New York.
Yes.
We're doing this over the internet.
Yep, this is our first international podcast.
So this could go. Well, it's going to go one way, and that's probably horribly. But
yeah,
we've set everything up so it is as professional as can be. Josh, can I just say,
yes,
this experience is a lot more pleasurable because we don't have to smell each other.
It is delightful, actually. Don't have your man mask right next to me.
in our sweaty little room that we used to record in.
You do look like you're sweating a bit there, mate. Is it hot over there?
Profusely, profusely. Yeah. No, it's probably 33 degrees here in sunny old Sydney.
Right.
And I can't have the aircon on because of I don't want to affect the audio. So
sound issues.
Suffer for your art.
Yep. Should we dive in, mate?
Let's dive in. You got a really good story this week?
I got a great story, mate.
Actually, you found this one?
No, I didn't. This has been sent to us a number of times, actually. But the first couple of people that sent this one to us were our friend Oliver Nighjoy in Hong Kong sent this to us, and also our good mate and all-round top bloke, Bernard Stock.
Illustrious.
From New Zealand.
It also speaks volumes to the people that we're friends with, right?
It does. These are obviously top quality people, and exactly what they think of us. This is very good. But Corey, speaking of the land of the long white cloud, I want to ask you a quick question, mate. What are your top 3 Kiwi films?
Top 3 Kiwi films.
Yes.
Oh, Babe isn't a Kiwi film, is it?
No, that's an Australian film.
Yeah, it just feels like a Kiwi film, that film. Was it shot in New Zealand?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No.
I just get New Zealand vibes. I get like Foot Rod Flats vibes. I guess I'm confusing Foot Rod Flats with that.
That's what you're doing.
Foot Rod Flats.
That was a great film.
They did have, that's Slice of Heaven. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go Once Were Warriors, Jake the Muss.
Great stuff. Love it.
Horribly real and confronting film, but great.
Yeah. Good for a chuckle too.
Boy. I really love Boy.
Yes.
Heartwarming film. And another
Taika
Waititi film. Taika Waititi, sorry, I'm saying his name wrong.
Yeah.
I really liked Eagle vs. Shark. You got Jermaine.
Fantastic.
And I think it's his wife. I think that's his Taiki, what's his name? Say it again. I can't say it.
Taika Waititi?
Taika Waititi.
I'm probably
or something.
butchering that myself.
God, why don't we re-look this up before we start?
We really should have, hey?
That's horrible.
That wouldn't have taken long.
I should have. I should have been prepared, yeah. Basically, yeah, that's his wife in real life, I believe.
Okay, lovely.
The love interest in that film. But yeah, I always like his films are very heartwarming and funny.
Yeah,
and I like it.
What We Do in Shadows too, classic.
Oh, shit, yes. Hunt for the Wilder People. What am I thinking?
Of course.
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop out Eagle versus Shark. It's going to be Boy, Hunt for the Wilder People, and Once Were Warriors. Yeah, that's my 3.
Love it. Good stuff, mate.
Okay.
Very good stuff. Should we jump into this amazing news story?
Oh, please.
The headline for this week is Man hospitalised after injecting semen into arm to treat back pain. So it's surprisingly enough, this comes out of Ireland, this story. To an Irish gentleman, funnily enough.
Obviously doesn't live near a chemist.
Obviously not, no. A man in Ireland has developed an abscess in his arm after injecting his semen to treat lower back pain. The man required medical assistance at a hospital in Dublin to treat the infection. He admitted to doctors to injecting his semen once a month for 18 months to cure his pain. Doctors noticed multiple marks on his arm where the man had failed to inject the semen into a vein. He told doctors that he used a needle he purchased online to inject the fluid. When doctors pressed the man for more information, he told them that he devised the cure without consulting a medical professional. Doctors ordered an MRI. I know, you shocked? Doctors ordered an MRI of the man's arm where they found an excess of watery fluid in the man's forearm. The author of the journal article stated that this is the first recorded attempt of someone injecting semen into their body.
Josh, and it's also the first time the discharge has ever caused discharge.
I get you. The man developed the abscess because he missed the vein and put the semen directly into his tissue. Probably not the first time that his semen has gone directly into a tissue.
Oh, that's great.
Semen is not a known treatment to cure any physical condition. How the man developed such a wild idea was not disclosed in the paper.
Well, I just thought of something, Josh. If someone who shoots up heroin all the time is a junkie, if someone shoots up semen, are they a spunkie?
Yeah, he's a hardcore spunky, definitely. What's your initial feeling on this one?
My initial feeling, I think it's pretty gross. But it's very. I mean, it's fertile.
It is.
It's fertile.
Yeah. Definitely
it's
fertile.
very fertile. It's obviously all about this guy. It's all about him, right?
I think it's his journey for sure. What led him there, maybe. Yeah. Look, I mean, I've already had a few ideas about this one. I've been thinking about this one this week. So
please.
Let me pose you this question. What if he's not crazy? What if actually his nut butter is the miracle cure to every disease on earth? You know, from a bad back to the common cold, AIDS, even cancer. And we just need to work out how he discovers it, and then how he deploys it. What if he actually has miracle goo?
Who would have thought the key of life would come from someone's balls?
Yeah.
The key to life. I like that. I like that. I think that's a good idea. I think the idea that he has to save mankind, or he has the ability to save mankind, but I guess. The hard part about that, Josh, is convincing people that your jizz is the cure for everything.
Mate, I've been trying for years and no one will listen to me.
I've seen your Tinder profile.
So I had this idea of we keep it real. We set it in Dublin.
Paint a scene. Paint the picture.
Let me paint the picture. We're starting in working class Dublin. It's the tough end
sunny
of town.
Dublin.
No, it's not all that sunny. I'm thinking grey skies, a drizzle over everything. We got our lead character, Harry, and his girl, Eileen. They're deeply in love. They're battling to get by on the daily. We follow Eileen walking home from work.
Joshua.
Yes.
Tell me how I think I might be onto something, but how have you named that character Eileen?
Look, that might come into play later.
Does it have anything to, just let me say this.
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with Dixie's Midnight Runners?
Back to Harry and Eileen.
Yep.
We kick the film off with Eileen coming home. And she's devastated. She's in tears. She breaks in and she's got some horrific news for Harry. The news is she's just been to the doctors and she's got late stage cancer. She's dying. She's got months to live.
And Harry's comforting her, and he's like, "Come on, Eileen. Come on, come on, Eileen. It's all right.
Exactly.
It's all right."
Yeah.
Sorry,
Like
I've got to stop.
a sad instrumental version of "Come On Eileen" is playing in the background. So for the start of the film, we watch kind of a little montage as they kind of struggle with this news. As she starts to deteriorate, she's like losing weight. They're going through chemo together. She's losing hair. She's getting sick. And then finally, at the end of this montage, they're with all their mates at the local pub. It's like their last big shindig night out. They're drinking together, singing Irish shanties or whatever.
She's on death's door. Is that what you're alluding to?
She doesn't look well at all. She's looking real bad. They walk home together, arm in arm, staggering down the cobblestone streets. And when they get home that night, they make sweet marital love for maybe the last time ever.
Yep.
And being the good Catholic girl that she is, she's never gone down on him and finished down there, if you know what I'm saying. But tonight, as a special parting gift, she's going to do that for him. So she goes down, and the next morning they wake up together lying in bed, and we pan across Harry. And when we get to Eileen, she looks amazing. She looks the picture of health. Her colour's back, her eyes are sparkly, she jumps out of bed, she feels great. She can't believe how well she feels. So well that they have to go directly to the doctor and see what's up. Sure enough, the cancer is gone. She's 100% cured.
This is the miracle cure. He holds the miracle cure within his ball bags.
It's a big responsibility, and he's never known it. His whole life he's had this sitting there in his testy satchel and has not known it because he too is a good Catholic boy. He's only ever been with the one girl. He married her.
Well, he hadn't even had oral sex. He's that good of a Catholic boy.
That good. Anyway, so she's convinced that his semen has cured her. He remains on the fence. He's not so sure.
He's a skeptic?
He's a skeptic. And maybe it's just a ploy to get her to go down one more time. And she
totally.
Oh, can't be sure.
Eileen, I'd love to to be sure, Eileen.
So she does just that. She goes back down and finishes one more time. And sure enough, now she's like, there's muscle tone in her arms. There's like she's got a six pack. She's looking like Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman. She looks amazing. Like the picture of strength and fitness. Like she could be on a Nike TV commercial or something. Looks amazing.
Hey, are we gonna do a Chloe Savini brown bear thing where we show the oral sex on camera?
Well, it depends.
Are we going to go down that route?
It depends, mate. Who are we going to cast?
Oh, Chris O'Dowd has got to be Harry, yeah?
Yes, Chris O'Dowd would be a perfect Harry.
Chris O'Dowd.
And
who do you see as Eileen? Who do you see as Eileen?
That chick from Harry Potter, Evanna Lynch.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
little
good.
Irish
That's good.
girl. I think they'd make a real nice couple. And I think she could kind of like tone down for the kind of superhero part, look really great. That's where we are. She's looking amazing. He's not 100%, but he's close.
Skeptical.
He's still skeptical. But she refuses to keep going down on him. She sends him to the local hospital.
Oh, like palliative care?
Exactly. She sends him to the palliative care ward at the local hospital.
Where people are about to die. They're being made comfortable. It's like a surefire test, right? If they're killers, these guys, it works, right?
100%.
Perfect.
So
genius.
So young Harry spends the night in palliative care, going from room to room to room. Let's say he spends the night with 3 different ladies. One young woman with diabetes, another woman with Alzheimer's, another woman with terminal tuberculosis. And by the end of the night, Harry's passed out on the floor. They find him in the morning as the sun comes in, but all 3 women are cured.
It'd be funny showing a montage of that at night, and him just keeps going to the Alzheimer's chick over and over again.
And what's your name, dear?
The name's Dirty Harry. By the sound of it.
That'd be Squirty Harry, mate.
Oh yeah.
When he wakes up, the hospital staff is all gathered around him. They're staring down at him like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Harry freaks out. He realizes this sudden responsibility, all the attention, the consequences. He just gets up and runs. Heads home.
I think we need to introduce a bad guy to this.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Maybe someone at the hospital, like the manager, or like the hospital dean.
Oh yeah.
The administrator,
not
dean. Dean's a principal. So I'm thinking he's clued into what's going on, and he's like, we can make bank on this bad boy.
Of course. Maybe he's got some connections to Big Pharma. Like one of his mates is a bit of a Martin Shkreli type. makes a phone call.
Yeah.
We need a really evil kind of like older doctor-y type for the administrator dude. Someone with a real face for it.
Who's the dude from Bad Boy Bubby?
Nicholas Hope.
Where is he now? Because he was a great actor.
Mate, he's still out there. He's still performing. He was in a splatter film just recently called Red Ink.
Nicholas Hope and
we need-
we need like a smug.
Yeah.
We need smug for Big Pharma for Skrelly.
Like a Jason Bateman type thing.
Jason Bateman.
Like a
Jason Bateman's perfect.
smarmy with the hair slicked back and the...
Jason Bateman, who's a little bit Patrick Bateman.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Bring the Batemans together. I like it.
Let's combine the Batemans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the admin calls his Big Pharma friend and together they hatch a plan to kidnap Harry, bring him into their bring him into the dungeon where they're going to hook him up to one of those industrial milking machines that they attach to cows. But first, because I mean he's just a normal man, but first I reckon they're going to inject him with some sort of steroid compound that'll increase his body's semen production by like 1,000%.
So we're talking like genetically modified semen.
Yeah.
With those big bulls or cows that they just pump them full of muscle, so they breed these other big cows that have all these extra cuts of meat. Is that what we're talking about here?
Exactly, but directly into the testicles.
So I'm imagining he's going to be immobilized by the size of the growth of his own genitalia.
I think they'll be like watermelon-sized balls.
Listening purple.
He's almost like trapped by his own balls. They're like his own like ball and chain, but they're just like the balls without the chain.
I'll say we bring on the Jurassic Park team to really make some great animatronic
Absolutely.
balls that pulsate and move.
Got the veins going through them and the
Yeah.
really graphic stuff. So
Yeah.
basically, Harry is in the 7th layer of hell. He's there literally being milked like the cash cow he now is for this semen that they're extracting. I reckon that at this point, we maybe do a little bit of a flashback to Harry as a boy and maybe one particular incident in his early life. Let's say Harry had a little puppy named Buster. Buster got really sick, like super sick. He was going to die. His parents called the hospital. They booked in the vet. They're going to have him put down. Harry was devastated, crying his eyes out, cradling the little pup. And that night before they go to the vets, he puts the pup down next to his bed and falls asleep. Tears on the pillow, sad little moment. The camera pans down and we see Buster find one of Harry's socks laid underneath the bed. And he starts chewing on it, starts chewing on this sock. The next morning, when Harry wakes up, the dog's cured, the dog lives to be 20 years old, and that's kind of like that little seed. Like at the time, it was this miracle and no one understood why.
That's a great little Easter egg. I love it.
Yeah.
Is the dog named Buster from Buster Nut? Is that where you went there? Is that what you're doing?
And I knew you would pick up on it because you're a sick fuck.
I had an idea for a tagline.
Yeah?
Laughter is not the best medicine. No?
It's good, dude. It's fucked up. Now we jump back to the dungeon, and Harry sitting there with his enormous testicles beside him. He's sad. Looks like things are hopeless.
Yeah.
But little does he know, Eileen has tracked him down.
She's been Liam Neeson him the whole time.
Yeah, and she's now got all this extra strength and muscle tone and sort of intuition.
She's high functioning now. She's jizz fueled, operating at a athlete level.
Yeah.
She's basically Ronda Rousey.
Exactly. She's like Ronda Rousing her way through the foyer, like smashing down like left and right, taking out guards, throwing dudes over tables, punching through doors, making her way all the way down towards the dungeon to bust him out. Yeah, and he can hear this in the distance, but he's given up hope. He thinks there's no way she can get in, but kicks down the door. And they're reunited. Yeah. It's her and him and these two massive testicles. But the problem is, how do they get his balls out of there? They're that big that, she'd need to carry them like that.
Oh, so it's like when someone eats themselves out of not being able to leave the house.
Yeah.
But it's with his balls.
Yeah.
Is there a love scene here that ends in an explosion? And that shrinks his balls down. Does she basically? He's being pumped, and it's not sexual at all. It's like
no.
It's like if you were to masturbate to something that you've seen a million times, right? It's just you're going through the motions.
From personal experience?
I don't know what you're suggesting, Josh. I don't masturbate for one.
That's correct. Sorry.
what he needs is to be excited in a way like that he's not like what I'm saying is the milk. Yes, he's being milked.
Yes.
But he hasn't been
aroused.
So if she comes along, I imagine it's like an automated factory. Like there's not people there operating shit. He's just like locked in this place. She breaks in. He's like, oh, happy to see her. She pulls off all the gear, and then they have an wonderful, lovely, embracing scene.
Yep.
And it just splatter. It explodes. It he nuts everywhere. And
Like a yogurt truck hitting a brick wall.
yes, if you will.
Hey, how about this? She comes in, rips all the gear off. He's genuinely aroused for the first time. He's got the first love load in months. Just like the story, he takes some of this hospital gear that's lying around, and he injects that load into himself. Maybe it's into his arms. He becomes like this superhuman man, able to carry his own balls under one arm.
Almost like a football.
Yeah.
But like in front.
Yeah.
They're hanging over up the top and he's like able to run.
Like a running back in the NFL.
Yeah, so they're on the run. His balls are slightly smaller but still gigantic.
Yep, and they're able to smash their way free of this institution.
And so what I'm guessing is, I'm guessing Jason Bateman's character, Bateman Industries, and the Nicholas Hope's character, they aren't selling this drug as semen because no one would buy it, right?
No one would buy it.
This is a redemption story in the fact too that they're escaping and they're out to expose these two. It's like, hey, it's coming from my balls, and it's semen.
Literally coming from my balls. Yeah, that's a great climax, for want of a better word. Is that they escape, they get to the press, and they leak. Another terrible word. They leak the information across the media.
We can't use any words in this episode.
No, they escape the facility. They bring down Big Pharma, ruin this Martin Shkreli guy, and maybe they set up their own private little sort of mum and pop store where they just bring in people, and it's all pro bono from now on. Pro bono. Everything's sounding bad.
Bono's in it. Bono's playing music in this. It's a U2 film.
It's pro bono with Bono. They're just running this little store together. They're both super healthy, and they're actually helping people and doing good in the world, while this Martin Shkreli guy is getting raped in jail for all these horrific atrocities.
Does he get locked up, or does he get sick and it's poetic that he won't give him his semen to save his life?
No, he's the one guy he refuses. Martin's trying to go down on him. He's like, no, sorry, mate, no. No, not for you. It's not for you.
Give me the Wu-Tang record and I might.
It's great. All right, so we need a title.
Squirty Harry.
Squirty Harry.
That's good.
Medicine balls.
Medicine balls? Yeah.
Balls.
Yep.
Maybe instead of there will be blood, you could be there will be jizz.
He's got the whole world in his glands.
Maybe instead of speed, it could just be seed.
Yeah. A stroke of good fortune. A stroke of good fortune.
Stroke of good fortune's good.
Extraordinary measures, but triple X. Extraordinary measures. Kind of looks like a porn film, right?
Pretty much all of these names sound like porn names.
Come all ye faithful. No. I do like Squirty Harry.
Squirty Harry? Okay.
Squirty Harry's my favourite.
All right.
And we need a tagline.
We need a tagline.
My tagline before was, laughter is not the best medicine, because I thought it's a good tagline that doesn't have jizz in it. I mean, we've settled. Jizz has been featured a lot in this film.
There's been a lot of.
And maybe let's just highbrow it. Let's highbrow it for the tagline at least.
Yep. And we can take the high road. I was also thinking of "He's coming for all of us."
That's good.
It does feature jizz.
But it's got cum in it. That's a tagline. It's got cum in it. This film has cum in it.
Squirty Harry. It's got cum in it.
Okay, so Squirty Harry, laughter is not the best medicine. Josh, give us a recap in a paragraph of the whole film.
The whole film. Man discovers that his testicles can cure any disease in the world. He gets captured by Big Pharma to have his testicles milked like a literal cash cow, but his supercharged jizz-fueled girlfriend breaks him out using her newfound strength. He injects himself with his own jizz to superpower himself, so he's able to carry out his massive testicles and break free, bringing down the regime from the inside by exposing them for the jizz peddlers that they are, and they
Yep.
set up their own little mum and pups pro bono jizz store where they cure the world of all its diseases.
Happily ever after.
Happily ever after. And we're going to have to feature Metallica's Load on the soundtrack.
The music, the soundtrack, yeah.
Prince, Cream, obviously.
We're going to do Come On Eileen.
Come On Eileen for sure.
Has to. Yeah.
Monty Python doing Every Sperm is Sacred. Come As You Are, Nirvana.
Yes.
Squirty Harry.
Laughter is not the best medicine. We did it. We did our first international podcast.
Yeah, thank you for sticking with us during the delays and all that stuff, but I think it worked all right. We can do this.
Yeah, and now Josh is in New York. Josh has a big announcement to announce. Next episode, he's got the guy from, you might have seen him organise such things as the Fire Festival. He's coming on next week.
Yeah, he'll be on. He promised me that he'll be here. We're actually going to be shooting in an island just off the coast. It's going to be amazing.
Did he offer you courtside Knicks tickets?
He did.
In an email as well?
He did. All I need to do is I just need to sort out the water. Apparently there's a bit of a problem with the water. I'm just going to go down and sort that out. But it should all be cool.
All right, so until next week, don't forget to flush.
See you, cunts.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
He jumped over 3 linebackers in midair, sprouted endless, like a gazelle.
No one laughs at a master of quack fool.
Real nice. Many have died from starvation due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
No more Mr. Nice Duck. That's it. Right, Mr. Zitz?
What do you make of that? You know, it's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
The Brown Carpet Podcast.
That's 4. Perfect. Welcome.
No, take 2 seconds and then go.
Well, would you prefer that I have a hit of ice
Yeah, could you?
before we did this? Profesh. Instead of my first,
All right, so this Irish bloke goes to the doctor. He says, "Doc, I'm experiencing some chest pains." Doctor examines him, says, "Mate, you've got a bit of a problem with the heart there. Gonna need you to take these tablets." Gives him the tablets. He's like, "Doc, have I got to take him every day? What's the situation?" He's like, "No. You take one on Monday, skip the Tuesday, take one on Wednesday, skip the Thursday, and just keep going like that." Goes, "No problem. I've got it." Goes home. 2 weeks later, doctor's walking down the road and he sees the guy's wife, and he's like, "Oh, how's your husband? Is he doing okay?" And she's like, "Actually, doctor, he passed away." He's, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I thought the tablets would have fixed him up." And she says, "No, the tablets were fine. It was all the skipping that fucked him." So that's terrible. It's a very bad joke, and I will be editing it.
I missed the punch. I missed the punchline because of the time delay. No, seriously. What was the punchline?
Really? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
The tablets were fine. It was all the skipping that killed him.
You know what?
It's bad.
I heard it
It's
the first
bad.
time. I just wanted you to tell that shit joke twice.
You are the worst human ever.
Can you tell Josh has been going to the Comedy Cellar every night in New York? It's not working.